The movie picks up right where the previous one left off. In the last film, Spike was completely surrounded by zombies, and just when it looked like there was no escape, Sir Jimmy showed up and saved his life. But the real question is, why did Sir Jimmy save Spike in the first place? And what happened to Spike afterward that turned this story into something even darker, deadlier, and far more mysterious? Today, we're breaking down the entire movie from beginning to end. The story resumes exactly where the last movie ended. Spike is alive, but he's far from safe. A strange gang has rescued him from the zombies, only to take him prisoner. The group looks like a twisted, post-apocalyptic version of the Power Rangers, and their leader is none other than Sir Jimmy. Sir Jimmy gives Spike a bizarre challenge. If he wants to join the group, he has to prove he's worthy. His test is a fight against a massive, muscular boy. The match begins, and Spike gets absolutely destroyed. The kids standing around laugh at his skinny body and mock him non-stop. It seems obvious he's about to lose. But then, out of nowhere, Spike pulls out a knife and drives it into the other boy's thigh. Unfortunately, the blade goes in much deeper than he intended. Blood sprays everywhere, and the boy collapses, dying on the spot. After his death, Spike takes his place in the gang. Sir Jimmy strips away Spike's old identity, gives him a new name, and hands him a bizarre-looking wig to wear. Just like that, Spike officially becomes part of this insane new family. The scene then shifts to a hunter deep in the woods, searching for deer. Without warning, a pack of savage zombies starts chasing him. Then the movie delivers a fascinating twist. We briefly see the world through the zombies' eyes, revealing how they actually perceive humans. Moments later, an alpha zombie catches the hunter and brutally tears him apart. Next, we're introduced to Dr. Ian Kelson. He's studying the body of the female zombie who gave birth to a baby in the first movie. While he's working, the same alpha zombie that killed the hunter arrives at the facility. It stares silently at Dr. Kelson from a distance, looking ready to attack. But just like before, something stops it. Instead of charging, the alpha zombie simply stands there, calm and motionless. Realizing this is his chance, Dr. Kelson quickly paralyzes the creature and begins treating it instead of killing it. He even gives it a name: Samson. Afterward, Dr. Kelson goes back to his daily routine. At his shelter, he plays music and looks through old photographs, reminiscing about the life he once had. The following morning, Samson returns, but this time there's no sign of aggression. Seeing that the alpha zombie isn't acting hostile, Dr. Kelson slowly lowers his gun and cautiously invites Samson to come closer. As a precaution, Dr. Kelson gives Samson a powerful sedative. Within minutes, Samson becomes completely calm. The reason is simple. Dr. Kelson is testing a special type of medication. Since the rage virus amplifies the part of the brain responsible for anger and aggression, he's experimenting with drugs that affect the brain in a different way, hoping to suppress those violent impulses. Before long, Samson loses consciousness. When Dr. Kelson finally wakes up, he's overwhelmed with joy. Samson never attacked him. He's still alive. Excited beyond belief, the doctor actually starts dancing. At that moment, he feels like he's formed a genuine bond with Samson. Instead of seeing him as a monster, he begins to see him as a friend. He's convinced that Samson's humanity is slowly returning. The scene then shifts to 3 survivors searching through the forest for mushrooms and game. Suddenly, one of them spots a group of infected nearby. An elderly man named Jono makes a terrible mistake. Instead of staying quiet, he attacks one of the infected. The noise immediately draws the attention of several more, and chaos erupts throughout the forest. With no other choice, Paizem and Tom are forced to leave Jono behind and run for their lives. Jono is quickly overwhelmed, and soon becomes one of the infected himself. When Paizem and Tom finally make it back to their shelter, they discover that Sir Jimmy and his followers have already taken over the place and are casually eating all of their food. Among them is a woman named Jimming, who's behaving in a very strange way. It turns out Sir Jimmy is obsessed with the children's TV show Teletubbies, and Jimming has been forced to imitate the characters to entertain him. Paizem can't hide anger. Furious that these strangers have invaded their home and stolen their food, speaks up. That single outburst enrages Sir Jimmy. He calls them lost souls and coldly orders his men to kill everyone inside the house. The group is captured and dragged into the animal pens, where livestock are normally kept. Sir Jimmy calmly declares that what they're doing is a holy act. They leave Jimming behind, abandoning her to wander the forest alone. As she stumbles through the woods, Jimming accidentally comes across Dr. Kelson and Samson's hideout. She freezes in disbelief when she sees them laughing, singing, and dancing together. She simply can't understand what she's witnessing. A human and an infected person living together peacefully. Back at the animal enclosure, Sir Jimmy delivers a horrifying speech. He openly claims to be the son of Satan and says that his God demands human sacrifices. Then he gives an unthinkable order. He wants the prisoners skinned alive as an offering to the devil. The scene is absolutely disturbing. Spike can't bear to watch. He's completely shaken by the horrific sight. Jimming, who has returned by then, quickly steps in, calms Spike down, and leads him away before he does something reckless. Later that night, Dr. Kelson and Samson sit quietly beneath the open sky, peacefully watching the stars together. Just then, something incredible happens. Staring up at the moon, Samson quietly whispers a single word. Moon. He repeats it again, and little by little, his human mind begins to return. For the first time, it looks like he's breaking free from the zombie instinct. It's a huge breakthrough. Back at the camp, Sir Jamie's group is brutally torturing Tom. Then Sir Jamie offers him a deadly challenge. Pick one person from our group and fight them. If you win, you'll take their place. Believing she's the weakest, Tom chooses Jamie. To everyone's surprise, she actually smiles after being picked. Sir Jamie pretends to communicate with the devil before signaling the fight to begin. But the woman Tom thought would be an easy target turns out to be a ruthless fighter. She overwhelms him with ease, beating him until he's completely helpless. With a cruel grin, Sir Jamie announces that it's time to sacrifice Tom. Hidden above, Pajam has been watching everything unfold. She can't stand it any longer. She suddenly hurls a massive iron hook straight at Jamie, killing her instantly. Sir Jamie immediately realizes where the attack came from and orders his followers to hunt Pajam down. At the same time, Tom manages to grab a gas cylinder and throws it toward the attackers. A massive explosion rips through the area, setting the entire place on fire. Sir Jamie orders Spike to capture Pajam, but instead of obeying, Spike decides to escape with her. That's when another shocking twist hits. Pajam betrays Spike without a second thought, kicking him to the ground before running off on her own. Spike returns empty-handed. Furious, Sir Jamie is ready to kill him. Desperate to save himself, Spike lies and claims that he already killed Pajam. Sir Jamie says he'll ask the devil what punishment Spike deserves. But before he can, Gemma suddenly speaks up, insisting that she's seen the devil with her own eyes. At first, Sir Jamie laughs it off, but Gemma refuses to back down and says she can prove it. Meanwhile, Dr. Kaysen is buried in old books, desperately searching for a way to eliminate the zombies' rage forever. But when he goes looking for Samson, Samson is nowhere to be found. Just then, Sir Jamie and his men arrive at the scene. Jamie can't believe that Dr. Kaysen is supposedly the devil. He orders his men to stay back while he walks in alone to confront him. The scene then cuts to Samson. His memories of being human are slowly coming back. Little things, like riding on trains years ago. Back at the camp, Sir Jamie stands face to face with Dr. Kaysen. Looking at the pile of scattered bones around them, Jamie asks him directly, "Are you the devil?" Dr. Kaysen calmly replies, "No, I'm not the devil. I'm Dr. Kaysen. This place belongs to me, and the zombies are simply the result of a deadly virus." But Jamie refuses to believe him. Blinded by superstition, he's convinced that only the devil could have created the zombies. The scene shifts to Spike, who tries to convince Gemma that the man isn't the devil at all. He's just an ordinary doctor. Gemma isn't convinced, though she does admit that even Sir Jamie seemed a little unsure. Then an even bigger problem arises. Jamie tells Dr. Kaysen that his followers are desperate to meet the devil. If Kaysen refuses to play the part, the mob will kill him on the spot. Left with no choice, Dr. Kaysen agrees. He tells Jamie to bring everyone back the following evening. That night, Jamie gathers his followers and announces that tomorrow they'll finally meet their god. But there's one strict rule. No one is allowed to speak. Later, Dr. Kaysen visits Samson and admits that for the first time, he's actually afraid. Not of zombies, but of fanatics like Sir Jamie. He prepares one final dose of medicine, hoping it will completely erase Samson's violent rage. The next day, Samson is bathing in the river when fragments of his past lead him to an abandoned train hidden deep in the jungle. The moment he sits inside one of the old train cars, his childhood comes rushing back. He remembers traveling on that very train and reading his favorite book about the moon. As night falls, Dr. Kaysen sets the stage for an elaborate performance. He rigs the area with strange lights, speakers, rocks, and mind-altering drugs to create the perfect illusion. Soon, Sir Jamie arrives with all of his followers. Every one of them believes they're about to enter the devil's domain. Dr. Kaysen puts on a flawless performance. He secretly releases a hallucinogenic gas into the air, and before long, everyone begins swaying under its effects while eerie music echoes through the darkness. The stage was finally set. As the ceremony came to an end, Dr. Kelson ordered everyone to bow their heads. One by one, they all obeyed. Except Sir Jamie. Keeping up the act, Dr. Kelson calmly said, "Continue your mission." Sir Jamie proudly replied, "Our purpose is to make humanity suffer." Dr. Kelson nodded and answered, "Then recruit more followers." But just as he was about to leave, Dr. Kelson's eyes landed on Spike. He instantly recognized him. With his final request, Dr. Kelson declared, "I need one last sacrifice. Crucify Sir Jamie." The moment those words left his mouth, Gemma lunged at Sir Jamie without hesitation. Panicked, Sir Jamie finally cracked and shouted the truth. "This man isn't the devil. He's just an ordinary human." To prove it, he attacked Dr. Kelson himself. Seeing that their so-called devil could actually be hurt, Sir Jamie's followers were thrown into complete confusion. Within seconds, the entire place erupted into a brutal fight. Consumed by rage, Gemma even killed 2 of her own followers. Amid the chaos, Spike seized the opportunity, stabbed Sir Jamie, and knocked him unconscious. Wounded and shaken, Gemma turned to Dr. Kelson and asked, "So, there's really no devil in this world?" Dr. Kelson softly replied, "No, there is no such force." Disappointed, Gemma smiled faintly and admitted, "Still, your performance was incredible." Spike was devastated after seeing Dr. Kelson's condition. As they escaped, Gemma finally revealed her real name to Spike. "My name is Kelly." The 2 of them fled together. A few moments later, Sir Jamie regained consciousness. Still under the effects of the drug, he began hallucinating. He believed he was meeting his father, the devil himself. But in reality, it was Samson, now completely human again. Samson wanted to thank Dr. Kelson for everything he had done. Sadly, by the time he reached him, the doctor had already taken his last breath. With deep respect, Samson lifted Dr. Kelson's body into his arms, leaving Sir Jamie behind to suffer alone. And then the story takes one final beautiful turn. The scene shifts to a peaceful lakeside house. Living there is Jim, the same Jim from the first movie 28 days later. Against all odds, he's still alive and safe. Suddenly, loud screams echo from outside. Jim rushes to the window and sees Spike and Kelly desperately running for their lives, with an entire horde of zombies closing in behind them. Without wasting a single second, Jim grabs his weapon and races out to help. And with that intense cliffhanger, the movie comes to an end. If you enjoyed this recap, Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more movie recaps.